Hey there folks, it's Eric from Belgrade Beat, and today is the Gay Pride Parade in Serbia. And I just wanted to share my reflections on this event and what is my opinion on that, because people seem to be interested in my opinions about these sorts of things. Today is the day when the city gets most militarized, and the police do a great job of keeping everything in order, I believe, and good job to them. Definitely. Now, I just wanted to say, first of all, that I have friends who are homosexuals, and I respect their sexuality and their choices in life and everything. And I also think that it's a really bad thing when the issue of homosexuality is politicized too much, but it is inevitable. If there is any social attitudes where non-homosexuals are inevitably or not inevitably happen to be oppressing homosexuals. So let's go on the extreme of the political opinion on homosexuality. On the extreme left, you would have the opinion that basically homosexuals are oppressed by heterosexuals, whether unconsciously or consciously, and anybody who has not been a homosexual cannot understand the oppression that homosexuals are subjected to. On the extreme right of the opinion of political spectrum, I would say you have the opinion that homosexuality should be illegal and punishable by death or an imprisonment, and that we need to get rid of them. Yeah, people think that they need to put them in jail to preserve the traditions of the society. Thankfully, most Serbian people are not of either opinion, and they're more moderate. And on the more moderate right side of the spectrum, you would say that you would have people who think it's okay to be gay, but don't talk about it, don't express it in public. And then on the moderate left, you have the opinion that it's okay to be gay, and you should be able to express it, and you should have every sort of right that heterosexuals have to display that in public, make out in public, and everything like that. And I would say that most people in Serbia would either be one or the other. And you can see the police behind me training their dogs to handle any trouble that comes, and there's a horse and a bunch of people in riot gear. Nice. All right. So, political issues with homosexuality. So, everybody in Serbia is either going to be of this moderate left or moderate right, or at least that's what they will tell you. Usually, not everybody, but mostly in Belgrade, people would be one of those two. I am a supporter of traditional gender roles in the culture, and let's not beat around the bush. I think that in Canada, the country where I come from, it's gone way too far with obscuring gender roles in society, so that, you know, a man is not like a man anymore and a woman is not like a woman. I just didn't like it there. I'm quite a masculine man in terms of some aspects of my personality, and I don't feel threatened by homosexuality. I don't feel very alarmed by having friends that are gay. You know, if they start to sexually harass me, that can either be, well, if they start to use their sexuality and, you know, start touching me or suggesting that we have sex or something, a gay friend of mine, for example, well, it's happened before, and I can find it can be amusing, or it can be annoying, basically. But I don't have this insecurity about it. Basically, I react to that similar to what a woman would react to a heterosexual man making sexual advances on her. You know, from amusement to actual annoyance and fear, awkwardness, and all that stuff. So I like it when it's amusing, yeah. Anyway, so what do I believe? Folks, I believe, honestly, that homosexuals should have every right that heterosexuals do in society, same with transgenders, whatever, and on an institutional or in big business, it should be illegal to discriminate against them. But people need to be judged based on the merits of their own contribution to society. The person who works hardest and becomes the best at something needs to get the job, not the person who has a certain gender or sexual orientation or ethnicity. Definitely not. So, with that on the table, do I think it's a good idea that they have a parade in in Belgrade to sort of broadcast their sexuality and their decision to live that way, yes, I think that's a good idea, because there still are lots of very homophobic attitudes in this society, and that needs to be brought to the other side a little bit, just a little bit, in my opinion, because there needs to, like, my favorite way of expressing homosexuality is kind of the way I express my heterosexuality. I don't need to prove a point that I'm straight, you know? If I see a girl with a nice ass, I might mention that she has a nice ass if I'm in company that can, heterosexual male company that can appreciate that comment, but you need to very clearly gauge when it's inappropriate to say that sort of thing and express that sort of thing, and basically, that's my opinion. So, somewhere in between, you should keep it absolutely secret, and you should broadcast it to the world. And institutions should respect anybody because they're human, and there should be no institutional discrimination against people based on being that type of human that likes to have sex with humans of the same gender. So that's my opinion. What do you guys think? So just like with the heterosexuals, just keep it, discreet. You can mention it to, I believe in art, homosexuality can be expressed as much as you want, because freedom and art go hand in hand. And we all need to express ourselves, but realize where it's appropriate to express ourselves and not discriminate in public in public. Thanks a lot. What do you guys think? Write it in the comments, and looking forward to that discussion. Bye, guys.